السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. I welcome you all to Arabic Q&A. We used to do this like a few months back. Alhamdulillah. But if anybody joins and if they ask any questions, we talk about stuff about books, about Arabic. Any questions about Nahu, Sarf? Naam, inshallah. Yeah, so somebody commented, I would like to join, but it is 12 a.m. now in Malaysia. Thank you. I have finished book 2, Medina Arabic. Barakallahu feek. He finished book 2. Book 2 is mainly, it's simple stuff mostly. I mean, except maybe naqis, but most of it is 3-letter verbs, no? How they conjugate. Dhahaba, yadhabu. How. So you should be good when you're doing book 2, especially conjugation of the verbs. Like, how do you say they went? Dhahabu, they went. How do you say they go? Yadhabuna, and so on. Because many people get confused with their Madi and Mudare. And they mix it up all the time. So instead of saying they went, they say Yadhabuna, or they go, they say Dhahabu. So 3-letter verbs are very important for you to, get good when you're doing Medina Book 2 especially. And you should be able to do the Amr also. Idhab, idhaba, idhabu, idhabat, idhabi, idhaba, idhabna. Inshallah. And then there's Fail Naqis also in Medina Book 2, which is, Mithal, like Wa'ada, Ya'idu, Wa'ada, Wa'ada, Wa'adu. Ultimately, the goal should not be like memorization of the vocabs or the conjugation. The goal should be, you should be able to at least understand. If it comes in the Quran or Yadhabuna, any verb, Yakhrujuna, Isma'una, like that, inshallah. So but yeah, you need grammar. There are some people who say we don't need grammar, we just memorize vocabulary, but I don't know how they fare in the longer run. You need a little bit of grammar at least. That's why the Medina Books has this applied grammar, because there are two groups, especially for grammar. One group totally rejects it, we don't need grammar, like they call it immersion and all that. Yes, immersion is required, but you need some grammar to, it makes your life very easy. And there are others who say, no, we'll just memorize vocabs. And there's the other group who make the grammar so difficult. They want to be you to be an expert in Alfiya ibn Malik or Hidayat Nahu or Kafiya, Shafiya, like 3,000 lines of poetry. And in India, that's what happens especially. They want you to be an expert in poetry and all that. So what happens is only 1% of the students are able to study and actually complete. And those 1% also, they're so tired, they have lost all enthusiasm towards the language. But whatever as a language, how much grammar do they need? What do you mean as a language? Do you mean to speak? Because Arabic as a language, in the sense, if you want to speak, yes, you need more practice for speaking. If you want media, you need more media vocabulary, of course. So it depends on what your goal is as a language. And obviously, as a language, if you're learning, you need some grammar at least. If you're learning classical, Fusha. I'm at book 2 feeling difficulty about Fail Sulasi Mujarrad. Is there any practice book for it? Fail Sulasi Mujarrad. Which lesson are you in book 2? If you're just in lesson 10 or lesson 15, it depends. Not only for understanding Quran. You need a lot of grammar then. Naam, at least for the Quran, you can memorize the vocabulary of the Quran and it'll become very easy for you. But if you're reading as just for reading other books. You need grammar. How will you know which verb? You'll not be able to understand. Is it a noun? Is it a harf? Is it a verb? And then if it's a noun, is it singular or plural? What's its case ending? Is it dhamma, fatha, kasra? Even if you don't care about case endings, what does it mean in that sentence? Is it a harf? Is it a particle? What does it mean? What does min mean here? What does ila mean here? And if it's a verb, is it 3-letter verbs or 4-letter verbs or 5-letter verbs? Or 6-letter verbs? And is it passive? Is it active? Who is doing the action? On whom is it being received? Maf'ulun bihi. So at least these are the basic stuff, no? You should know. And what is telling you the time? What is not telling you the time? Especially the ending based languages. How can you survive without grammar? Lesson 18, inshallah. Lesson 18, 3-letter verbs. Yeah, because you've been recently introduced to fail mudare, no? Lesson 10 introduces present tense verbs. So yes, you'll feel a little problem, inshallah. What I would suggest is try to memorize all the conjugations, because people think that without memorization they can get ahead. But you should try to memorize the madi, mudare, amr, pronouns. 4 things, that's it. Pronouns, attach, detach. Just 5 things if you memorize, it'll help you a lot. What do I mean by pronouns? Very simple. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antum, antum, anti, antum, antuna, na, hum. Attached pronouns. Hu, huma, hum, ha, huma, hunna, ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna, yana. Then madi, any verb if I throw at you, sami'a for example, or la'iba. So you should be able to conjugate. Huwa, la'iba, or whatever you want way you want to do. La'iba, la'iba, la'ibu, la'ibat, laibata, laibna, laibta, laibtum, laibtum. Laibti, laibtuma, laibtuna, laibtu, laibna. Like I played laibtu. Then you take mudare. Yalabu, yalabani, yalabuna. Talabu, talabani, yalabna, talabu, talabani, talabuna, talabina, talabani. Talabna, alabuna, alabu. So these are present. Then amr. Ilab, ilaba, ilabu, ilabat. Ilabi, ilaba, ilabna. Or the nahi also if you want. La talabu, la talab, la talaba, la talabu, la talabi, la talab. I'm just doing it quickly, but try to memorize these. So if I throw any verb, you should be able to tell. Even if you've not memorized, they are playing. Hum yal'abun. You should know which ones where, inshallah. So write down stuff, and any verb which you encounter, try to conjugate it. It'll help you a lot. Because once you start in book 3, Fail Rubai or Sulathi Mazids, it helps you a lot. It's just the basic. Istaghfara, for example. It's 6 letters, but the conjugation is the same. Istaghfara, like they, istaghfaru, istaghfarat, is the same. Yeah. And any book you've recommended, I've done some videos on that. You should find in the playlist section intermediate conjugation of verbs, dictionary of intermediate conjugation, I think. You should download that and try to read and understand the verbs there for 3 letters. Because if your 3 letters foundation is good, that will be better. Yes, I have been learning Fusha through Bainadek, but now attempting a grammar course based on book Lisan al-Quran. Lisan al-Quran, I don't know about that book, but at times it's confusing. That's why I recommend Madina books. I prefer, because I believe Lisan al-Quran does a lot of theory. I think it's in Urdu, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. But if you're meaning the channel Lisan al-Quran, the book Lisan, I don't know. But if it's an Indian approach to grammar, yes, it is confusing. Because they break down every word. They break up everything. They ask you to do tarkeeb, which I'm not a big fan of. Extreme grammar. I mean, little bit is fine here and there. It's like learning everything about the engine, but not learning actually how to drive. I mean, it's good. Learning about the engine is good, but I'm not becoming a mechanic. I don't want to become a language specialist in all these things. I want to understand what I read. That's my goal, in the starting at least. So, if your engine breaks down in your car, that's fine. Especially if you get stuck in something, then you know a little bit of tarkeeb or nahu or grammar to help you out. What does this mean? That time it helps you out. But in that limited extent, that's why Madina books, it says, it just teaches you the rule and then you just get used to it. You might forget the rule, but you get used to, learning through reading kind of. I'm at book 2 and I'm doing lesson 17. Alhamdulillah. When I recitation, I understand the meaning of some ayat and tense. Alhamdulillah. Yes. Alhamdulillah. Even if people just do Madina book 2, they start to understand the Quran. Especially alladhi, here, there, verbs. There's so many things. Just in 1.5 books, huh? If you just spend a little bit of time, Alhamdulillah. I know some people, they've just stopped just by doing Madina book 2, Alhamdulillah, and after that they just went into the Quran and they are able to understand a little bit. That's what our goal, no? Little bit we want to understand. We don't want to become scholars or mufassirs or all that. Alhamdulillah. It's been 3 years now. I'm quite good, but grammar, which otherwise I love to learn, but still think, how much? Just Madina books. That's what I would say. That's what my recommendation is. Just go through it. No need to memorize. No need to memorize the rules. Our goal should be, anything in the Madina books, I should understand the text. Try the exercise out, because he's chosen only those rules which have practical, implication into it. That's my suggestion. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Could you do a video on how to use Handsware dictionary, since it's hard, and how would I know the base letter of words? Use this website called the Ara Master, or there's another called Ara Tools. Don't use Handsware as of now. Even I'm using Ara Master. I'll just show you. It's based on Handsware, right? Where is it? Yeah, here it is. I use this website. So what it does is, you do not put root letters as of now, because root letter stuff is, you should become, it's an advanced stuff. I mean, you get used to it, but ultimately, you can put any word here and gives you very quickly, right? And you can search, you can get the root here, see? So it's very beneficial. And there's another called Arabic Students Dictionary or something. Even that is good, without root letters. You can put here words, whichever one. You can search. It gives you the root letters here. And nowadays you have Chat GPT. What are you talking about? Nowadays you have AI now, Alhamdulillah. We didn't have AI at that time. Now put any word, ask it to explain the root letter. Right? You can find any root letter through AI now. Alhamdulillah. Right? So yeah, even this without AI, because root letter stuff, you should know 3 letters. You should identify, like I said, noun. Is it a noun? Is it a verb? If it's a noun, what form is it? So many things. So yeah, so root letters, it takes time, a long time. Inshallah, you should be good with your 10 forms. If it's verbs, especially the 10 forms, you should know which form is it in Masjid Fihi. Yes, in Zubair Vinod, Amir Suhail. Yeah, it's very confusing. That's what I have said. Any Arabic spoken live class you start in, I don't know. Inshallah, maybe. Natakallam bil lugha, inshallah. Arabic spoken live class. I don't know which book. I'm a book guy. I need a book to study. Assalamu alaikum, salam, peace. Please teach Nahul Wadih. Inshallah. Wait, let me find, where's my Nahul Wadih? Here it is. I bought it, I want to teach it. Very nice. Nahul Wadih and Balaghatul Wadiha. How many volumes these are? 3 volumes? Oh, these are 3 volumes. And what's this? Yeah, 3 volumes, I guess. Very nice. Nahul Wadih is like wonderful. And I just bought it. I don't know which taba this is, but they've written Nahul Wadih as well as Balaghatul Wadih. Very beautiful. See, exercises, and you see this I'rab Jamal Muannath Salim, and beautiful. Inshallah, I should start someday. This is what Maktabatu Ibn Sina. Okay, I just found it online or somewhere. 3 volumes, inshallah. Nahul Wadih. Inshallah, inshallah. Inshallah. How do you know books are self lil? I don't know. I don't know. I've never studied. Sarfu lil mubtadi'in. I've seen a lot of Nahu lil mubtadi'in, Sarf lil mubtadi'in. By the way, Sarf, inshallah, I'll start soon. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Inshallah. Tasriful Izzi in Sarf. Inshallah. I'm at the end of Tahdhib Muhadarat fi Ilm Sarf, which is an advanced book. It's like catch-all book, you know, Tahdhib Muhadara. It's an advanced book. It's like a little bit difficult for beginners. But this book, inshallah, Tasrif al-Izzi, I have the Sharh. I don't know who's the Sharh. I don't know whose Sharh it is, but I have this. Very beautiful. Nice copy. Decorated and so on. Inshallah, I'll start this. You should start with Tasrif al-Izzi. I don't know Sarf al-Mubtadi'in. I have never read. I don't have a copy. Inshallah, my first goal is to complete all 3 Medina books with revision. I want to do a master's degree in 3 books. Yes, please stick to Medina books is what my suggestion always. I mean, you might disagree with me, but even if you disagree, stick with whatever book you think is the best. Do it properly and then move ahead to something else. Don't keep jumping from the books. Okay. Because ultimately, we don't want people jumping from here and there. Why you have books? Just download the PDF. We need books. What? Astaghfirullah. Always buy books. Don't read from PDFs. Buy books. PDFs, it causes you headache after you read 3 pages. In the same time I read 3 pages, I'm able to read maybe 20 pages in the book. And I remember, I can write notes and so much. I mean, maybe I'm not Gen Z enough, but I'm a millennial, so. I mean, PDFs work when you don't have any book. Inshallah, but don't make it our crutch. Buy books. Feeling of a book is better than PDF, yes, but it costs. Even I used to think it costs, but buy small books. Buy books you can afford. Even I don't buy every book. I just buy books which I feel are necessary to have the book. Inshallah, I mean, which I find are necessary. And the understanding which you get of when you're actually reading a book is something else. It becomes yours. There's something else. Yeah, if you're serious to student of knowledge, you need books anyways. Yes, inshallah. A full-time student, inshallah. If you're not a full-time student, at least buy the books you want to study. My Madina books, buy Albia Benedek if you have. Or take a printout. Take the printout like what do you call this? Spiral binding or whatever. And have it so that you can write into it. I mean, don't underestimate writing. You might think I may never come back to it. Yes, you might not. But when you write stuff, you slow down understanding, you slow down and you retain it better than you just reading like a novel. Do you have any live classes which I can join? I don't have any I had Albia Benedek, but students drop out. That's what happens. I reached like lesson 9 in Albia Benedek in a live session, but they drop out. I mean, nobody comes. I don't know. I might not be. I might not have good marketing skills or something. I'm just explaining this. But yeah, maybe my fault. Subhanallah. I'm 15 and near to complete Medina book 1. By the way, I had very much idea. You're 15, barakallah feek. Inshallah. You're early, inshallah. Inshallah. Try to buy Medina book 2 if you've intending, and do all the exercises, write it down, because ultimately it's not about finishing as such, like you just finish for the sake of it. But if you write all the exercises, even if you don't come back to it, you'll understand it much better. Even if you don't write all, like few of them, a little bit here and there and this, that, inshallah. Always buy books. It feels amazing when you learn from books. Yes, I want to have a small library in my house. Yes, inshallah. Please buy books, especially in India. We should promote buying Arabic books. It's so difficult to find this. Now, alhamdulillah, we are finding some online sellers and all that. 4 years back, 5 years back, very difficult. I had only one book. Some book I had, which I bought when I went there. So always try to buy books, especially We are buying our school books, curriculum books, and college books, and all that most of the time. No, why not Arabic also? Even if you die, somebody might inherit this and start learning Arabic or something. Inshallah. I read from PDF and write al daftar. Naam, barakallah feek. Ustad, I wanted to say Jazakallah, you've been producing Myanmar, barakallah feek, and benefit. I'm happy that I learned from some of this Salafi. Barakallah feek. Allahumma barik. Inshallah. The problem on YouTube is that's what happens. There are only two types of people on YouTube, either entertainment or education. But what happens when you start educating, you need to be always catering to the beginners, because you will get a lot of views, a lot of these things. How will you learn advanced stuff? So that's an issue. And what happens is, people who start for education, they ultimately end into edutainment stuff. Now, which should not happen. We should have serious stuff, advanced book. Even if one student studies a serious book, alhamdulillah, that's a good thing, no? When I finish my library of reading, inshallah. I mean, even if nobody watches, at least for me, it's beneficial for me, inshallah. By the way, I've been reading this book, very nice book. Inshallah, I'll do it in English also maybe someday. I'm doing it in Urdu as of now, but I'm just putting a camera on top. This is Asbabu Ziyadatil Iman wa Nuqsanih. I thought it'll be a simple book. This is by Sheikh Abdul Razak al-Badr, a small book, 100 pages. I thought it'll be a simple book. I mean, he'll just bring, okay, do righteous actions and all that. But he goes into a lot of detail of tadabbur of ayat. He brings so many quotations from the Salaf. A wonderful book. It's a small book. I just randomly bought it on a whim. But I thought it'll be generous, just general knowledge. But really nice. Like Tadabbur al-Quran, he goes into so many ayahs and he brings quotations of Hasan al-Basri. Yeah, very nice. Inshallah. Asbab Ziyadat al-Iman. Just a small copy. How you can increase your Iman. So he brings most of the things you might know, but he goes into a lot of detail into it. How do you increase your Iman? Well, seek knowledge. And what all do you seek knowledge in? Well, first is Quran, then Ma'rifatu Asma'illah, knowing the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then knowing the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, knowing the Fada'il or Mahasin al-Islam, like virtues of Islam, you could say, reading the seerah of Salaf, then actions of the heart. He explains it very nicely. I became a fan of this book, Abdul Razak al-Badr. I thought it'll be simple because his lectures are, alhamdulillah, very easy and all that. His books also, I thought, but he goes into a lot of detail. Good writer. Then he goes into what Iman takes away: sins, ignorance, jahal, ghafla. Right, very nice. Please do a library tour of yours. I made a video, 80 plus books. There's a video of that. If you want me to show every book, then I mean, it takes a long time. But this is what it is. Khalas, 80 books. That's it. There's no library, nothing. Inshallah, someday we'll have a library, but as of now, this is what. Inshallah. This might have some 30 books, and in that maybe 5-6 books inside. That's it. But if you want to know which books are those, there's a video, 80 plus books in my library. What are the books and all? Inshallah. Because books don't matter ultimately. What matters is you do one book 10 times instead of reading 10 books one time. You should be good in the book. Whichever book you pick up, you should be good in that. That's how you increase. If you just become, you're just a journalist or just a novelist, or what do you call it? Reader. Just you're going here and there, right? Inshallah. That's very difficult to actually review, take notes, actually seek knowledge is very difficult. Please do a book 4. I finish your book 1 videos. Book 4 is going on. Yes. Wa alaikum assalam. Book 4 is going on. I mean, I have to do slowly because each unit takes me 5 units, 5 classes. So it goes slow. It takes 1 year, 1.5 years. I can't rush any book. because even I have to understand, no? Inshallah. الدكتور فاضي سامري كمعنى النحو कब शुरू करेंगे के मानी النحو नहीं पता. I don't know. I've not done that book. Sir, please mention the link to this book in the English version. This book, let me search. How do you search? Increase in Iman, Abdul Razak Al-Bar. I don't know if it has been translated, but let me see. Causes, yeah, there is. Great. I found it. Subhanallah, so many people have worked towards translations, huh? Subhanallah. I found it in English. Let me put the link. How do I put the link? Please, what I might do after Arabic, or maybe side by side. It depends. If you finish Madina books, it depends what you want to do after that. Let me put this link of the book. What's this? imanlibrary.com. Yeah, here it is in English. Causes of Iman and causes of increase and decrease in Iman. So it depends on what you want to do. If you want to go into the Quran, of course you start understanding the Quran, like doing word by word, or what else you could do? Read simple tafsirs. You should always try to increase your level of Arabic. You should never be content with how much you know. Today it might seem very stressful, but once you keep reading, it becomes very easy. Many people, they run away from stress. But how will you grow if you don't stress? Like I remember reading Madina books or teaching Madina books was also very difficult. But alhamdulillah, once you start reading and all that, it becomes easy after some time. You just have to be patient. I used to run away from these books. I was like, I'll never be able to read. Right? But you should be forcing yourself to read. And suddenly it'll click, everything clicks. Like now, I now run away from Abdul Jawzi's books. He's like, I don't know what he's writing. I have to sit with a dictionary every time. I can't understand one line. I mean, I might, but very difficult, hard words. But someday we have to keep stress testing. How will your muscle grow if you don't test yourself? Lift more weights, hypertrophy. So yeah. Inshallah. 130 pages itself. Huh? This book is small. Inshallah. How to increase Iman. Very nice book. I mean, a book becomes nice if you go into tafsirs, if you go into quotations from the Salaf and all that, you increase, because that's what you want, no? Bainadek for conversation, I've heard from people. Bainadek, yeah, you could say it's for conversation, yes, but Bainadek is an ocean. It's like a curriculum. It's like it has everything in it. So yeah, it has classical, it has modern. I mean, how do you describe? It's been 6 years since we are unable to finish it. It keeps going and on. Alhamdulillah, we've reached the 4th volume now, but it's still going on and on. It's an ocean. Inshallah. I want to finish that and start Kitabul Asasi, but it's not happening. Inshallah. But someday, inshallah. Our goal should not be to finish. Even my goal should not be to just finish the videos and all that. Our goal is to learn actual learning. And they will finish, inshallah. 1 page at a time, 1 word at a time. Inshallah. We just have to focus on every lesson. What do you think of flashcards? I've not used them, so I don't know much. I mean, I tried using them, but they're good for people, I guess. I don't know. This thing is, reading is the ultimate way to learn any language. Force yourself to read. I mean, you don't even buy, you don't even touch books. How will you read? How will you learn? Okay, forget other books. We have the Quran. How much are we spending on tadabbur, understanding? If we open any page of the Quran, are we able to understand? So, especially for the Quran, like how are we ready to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not understand the Quran or most of it? Right? It's amazing how we are so negligent towards the Quran. My sister was reading Muallimul Insha, but you left in between. Can you tell, will you be continuing? I didn't leave it. It's going on. Volume 1 is going on. Muallimul Insha is going on the other channel. Muallimul Insha. It's going on. It's just slow. Like, it's like once in a month. Oh, like that. I'm in which lesson now in Muallimul Insha? I'm in the 15th lesson of volume 1. Because these books of Insha, they just give you one rule, hundreds of exercises. So it's like very difficult to teach as well as learn. Indian books are like that. But I just started, inshallah. Let's see. Inshallah, Muallimul Insha, 3 volumes. It's an Urdu book, so inshallah, we'll do, inshallah, someday. But as of now, I intend to start this book, inshallah. I have just one lesson in that. I'm going to start this book. And what else I want to start? I want to finish Arjumia in Urdu so that I can start in English, inshallah. But yeah, I have a lot of books, like it's increasing, so I don't want to start as of now. I generally start new books at the end of Ramadan, inshallah, as a new year kind of. So until and unless we finish any book. By the way, where's that? There's this series. Let me know if you want me to start these series. I found it very interesting. It's a modern book. I have this amusing stories which is going on, like kids stories. But you might have heard, it's very famous. Sahlawaihi stories. I found it very interesting. Let me show you. One second. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Barakallahu feek. Ibn Uthaymin Academy. Allah barik. So I want to share this. We have a maktaba here, Sheikh Uthaymin, but hardly anyone sits in the library. Automatic. Yeah. What do you think about these stories? Once I finished amusing stories, I was intending to start these books. Ahmad Khurshid's. It's a modern story. It's not Islamic story, but it's more like he has this gradation method, like Qisasun Nabiyin. You've seen Qisasun Nabiyin, right? So Sahlawaihi also is like that, like Mutatarrija, slow levels. But the story is also fun. It's like an adult story, kind of a migration. He goes and he starts with easy vocabs, and then he increases. So yeah, I've heard a lot of it. Somebody said no, don't do it, it's a waste of time. But I don't know. The stories are very interesting. They go to Spain. This guy jumps into the river, and he goes to Spain, and he goes to Egypt, or something. Something happens. So yeah, and he says how many words you learn. Like you learn 350 words in the first level, right? Very nice. Mustawa Thani, you learn 450 words in the second level, and Mustawa Thalith, you learn 550. Rihla ila ghaba, going to the jungle. So the first story is travel to Spain. You learn 200 words. So it's like very specific, very nice. Inshallah, maybe. But the problem is, like, the copy I have is like this. The spacing and all that is not that good. But once you've done Medina books and all that, it should be very easy in the starting. Like هناك شاب مصري, there was an Egyptian man, his name was Mansour, يعيش في القاهرة. He used to live in Cairo, how you call it. Mansour متزوج وله 5 أبناء. He has 5 sons. So this guy wants to travel to Spain, and migration problems. ولدان وثلاث بنات. He has 2 sons and 3 daughters. ثلاثة من أبنائه. Because I don't like those kid stories. Some stories of animals and all, which we are doing in amusing stories. It's okay, but it's for kids. These stories are more like adult focus kind of, maybe. But yeah, inshallah. Let's see. I have like 4 stories in amusing stories, inshallah. So maybe in a month or 2 I'll start this one. So he goes into the ship. I just read half of it. It was so exciting. I was like, I should not read it fully because I'll get bored. I don't want spoilers. But yeah, it was nice. يذهبون إلى المدرسة. So they go to the school. والآخران صغيران, 2 young sons. Mansoor's wife does not work. I'm just sharing it, but very nice, no? Very nice, simple stories, and their dialogues also. سوف أسافر إلى إسبانيا. I want to travel to Spain. لماذا تسافر إلى إسبانيا يا حبيبي وأسرتك and your family? And he starts working in a shop, and the ship gets lost, pirates attack, or something happens, weird, but very nice. 2 friends go, and yeah, a lot of things, inshallah. It's not like Islamic or whatnot, it's just something he wrote, but very interesting. They go and they start begging for food because they lost. They meet some guy called Cinto or something. Comprendo, no comprendo. They start speaking Spanish. So he says, what is this? Lu Cinto, no comprendo. I don't understand Spanish. Abila Ustad Istanbul, Isbanyul. So yeah, they go to Spain. ما عنوانه؟ هل عندك راتب لتنزيل PDF هذا؟ نعم، كتاب اسمه سهلاويه. كتب سهلاويه. You search Sahlawi stories. Stories PDF. Yeah, archive, 3 volumes. Yeah, inshallah. I found this very interesting. Ahmed Khurshid. Let me share. Inshallah. Nice stories, yeah. And very simple. Starting, it's very simple. You'll be like, there's no point in it. But he slowly increases the level. And he gives the meanings also. See? Ma'ani al-kalimats. In English, French, Espanol, Spanish. And what is this? Deutsch, German. Ach, Bruder. Right? He gives meanings also. So nice. If you don't know any meaning, you can come and search here. And these are basic anyways. If you've done Madina books, it's like simple. But yeah. Let's see. رحلة إلى إسبانيا تمرينات. Oh, there's exercise also. Oh, nice. القصة الثانية. There's 229 words. This is some story about a man in New York. His Sam. 1 second. So yeah, small stories, but he gives words. Please do start Nahul Wada. I'm reading it in university these days. Inshallah, you've said it. I will start. Inshallah. If there's a demand, I'll follow it. Inshallah, I'll start. Inshallah, Al-Malhatul Ibtidaiya. Inshallah, I'll add it to the list. inshallah, of my books. Inshallah. I mean, I had to start it anyways. But yes, if somebody asks, and anyways, it's not that difficult. For difficult books, if you ask me, I'll be like, Nahul Wada, especially the primary, begins very easy. Inshallah. Ibtidaiya is very easy. But obviously, I'll be slow in the this thing. But the problem here is, if you've not done any Arabic, Nahul Wada is not for you. Like, they will give examples. So this is called, what do you call this, inductive method or something, no? They'll give examples and then they'll explain. So and the explanation has tashkil, which I have. But if you're not able to read the explanation, what will happen? I have to explain everything. And the end, you have qawaid. Okay, التركيب الذي يفيد فائدة تامة يسمى جملة مفيدة. So yeah, inshallah. And then there are rules, and then they have exercises. Read the sentences وبين كلمات في كل واحدة منها, in all of them. So yeah, there was another book which I was intending to start, which is an advanced book. Where is it? Yeah, this one. Inshallah. Even I'll start this one also. Jami al-Durus al-Arabiya. And this book is an encyclopedic book for grammar. So what he does is, he'll give definitions. So he'll be like, Damair al-Rafa wal-Nasbi wal-Jar. This like this. I don't have the skill in this, but Ad-Damir qa'imun maqam al-Ism. So what happens is, when you do this book, maybe Ajrumiya, a little more than that. But yeah, you get, like, you want to search about Hal, for example. What is Hal? I forgot about Hal. So you can come here. It's like a reference book kind of, no? Hadful Hal wa Hadfu Sahibiha. Like if you're doing Alfiya and you don't know what. So he takes from every other source and he writes this book, Jami'ud Durus al-Arab. All the lessons he has gathered into one small book kind of. Very nice. I don't know. We can make short videos or something, or maybe a summary of this. But you get, full knowledge in one session. Like you want to know about Munada, he explains this book. But yeah, inshallah. We'll start with Nahwu Wadih first, but let's see. Please do. I've done all 3 volumes for me videos. Alhamdulillah, barakallah fi. Why didn't you do the Medina side books, especially because no one else has done? I'm starting Medina side books. I've done it in Urdu for Medina book 1. I've done 3, all of them. And inshallah, we are starting Medina book 2 in Urdu. And once I finish Medina book 1, the new batch, like we are in lesson 9 or 10 of the new batch of Medina book 1 in English. Inshallah, I'll start Medina side books of book 1, the 3 books, inshallah. Writing, Tarkeeb, and other book, the Qira'ah. It is going on, inshallah. We are working towards it. In Urdu, I finished Medina book 1. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Book 2, so we have how many side books? We have book 1, there are 3 side books. Book 2, there are 7. Book 3, there are 7. So how many? 14 plus 3, 17 side books. Plus 3 main books. So totally we have 20 books, inshallah, which I've heard even till today they are being taught in Medina. 20 side books in 2 years. They might have other books also now, but this is the basic. 20 side books, inshallah. Inshallah. You have to go slow as well, I can't rush. Because making videos is not easy, such. It causes a lot of burnout. You might think it's a half an hour video, but for that half an hour to think, plan, and take out time, you have to have energy. There's so many things. Inshallah, because it's not like live classes. Live classes, you have students, it's easy. But this is a lonely job, inshallah. But yeah, we'll do slowly. inshallah, whenever. That's why I don't have a schedule kind of, because people demand me I make all the videos in one day. It doesn't happen. Like people might demand from you, or you might think, oh, just like Madina Book 1 is in 7 hours, I'll just sit today and finish Madina Book 1 in one sitting. Obviously you can't. After half an hour your mind will be like blocked, and you can't do, because it's not like casual stuff. These are heavy stuff. You need to do slowly, half an hour every day, 1 hour every day, like that, inshallah. Yeah. Alright, inshallah. So today we've decided we'll start Nahul Wada, inshallah. Slowly. Let's see. So what books I'm doing as of now, just if you want a list of the books on the channel. So we are doing Muallim al-Insha in Urdu, Durusul Balagha in Urdu, inshallah. Once I finish in Urdu, inshallah, I'll do it in English, because I need to go through, to teach in English, I need to teach in one language first. So I generally, difficult books, I start in Urdu and then inshallah, I'll do it in English. So there's Durusul Balagha going on. Qisasun Nabeen, we are doing volume 5 as of now. Very tricky. Where is Qisasun Nabeen? I bought it from some Hyderabad, this thing. But yeah, volume 5 is like real tricky. A lot of words, new vocabs, volume 5, and we have so much to go. So it'll take a long time for us to finish Qisasun Nabiyyin. There's so much more left. Oops. Yeah, but it's very nice. Volume 5 is nice. You get a short version of Seerah, but again, there are stuff which are not authentic and other things, but yeah, Seerah books are like that. So if you want to buy, this is some publication which has made all the 5 volumes in one book. But yeah, this Tashkil is not there for the 5th volume, only till 4. So if you want to read Qisasun Nabiyyin, at least you should read the 4 volumes. 5th volume anyways, it's a lot. It's for advanced students, inshallah. So that is going on. Then there's vocabulary of the Quran. Just we're reading vocabulary. After Madina book series, what books to go next to read tafsir as Saadi and classical texts like Ibn al-Qayyim? You should do Tafsir al-Muyassar. Do this. Tafsir al-Muyassar in Tafsir. Don't go to Tafsir Saadi directly. You need a good grip after Madina books. So any ayah, you should know a basic meaning, no? Basic meaning. What is the total meaning of it before Tafsir? What is the context of this ayah? What is this? So it gives you in 1 line or 2 lines. That's it. A basic meaning of the ayah. So yeah, Tafsir Muyassar, and then if you want to go to Saadi or Sa'di, if you want to call it, inshallah, because Tafsir Saadi is more based on akhlaq, it's more related to your heart, how you can do. So what do you do if you want to in Tafsir? Generally, I don't know, I might change my view, but as of now, start with Tafsir Muyassar. Then if you want Tafsir Saadi, then go to Baghawi. Inshallah, we should buy Baghawi also. Baghawi, and then Ibn Kathir, maybe, yeah. Ibn Kathir, yeah. That's it. I mean, even after that, if you want, you can go to Qurtubi. But those are advanced books anyways. So, we don't know. Classical texts like Ibn al-Qayyim. Ibn al-Qayyim's book should also be, there should be a video for that, but maybe after a few years where I have a good knowledge about his books. Remember, you need to wait a lot if you want to read Ibn al-Qayyim's books, rahimahullah, because his Arabic is really advanced. Especially, you should, like Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah's Arabic is easier. He explains stuff more nicely. he explains it once or twice. Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah's books are more adabi, literature style. Yeah. By the way, there's an app also. I don't know if there's but there are apps on phone also, like Kutub Ibn al-Qayyim and all that. But it's too early, I would say. But you should not give up. So if you want to start Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah's book, start with Ad-Dawa Dawa, because translations are available for that. I mean, every book is available nowadays, but Ad-Dawa Dawa, the disease and the cure. It's a small book. I don't know where my copy is, but it's very nice. And read it once, twice, thrice. Read 3 times at least. Where is Dawa Dawa? Where is it? Yeah. Dawa Dawa. Just a small book, but it's so profound, so nice, especially if you want to leave sins and Dawa Dawa. It's really, really, really profound. Obviously, there are a hadith, we have to check the takhrij and all that, but yeah. There are very few da'if hadith, but every book has a issue, but yeah. If I make a slideshow of Medina book Arabic and I say to you, could you make a video 1,000+ common Arabic words with pronunciation like this video on YouTube? Inshallah, I'll try, but I don't know. Let's see. Send to me, inshallah, I'll see. I can't promise anything, but how do I practice Arabic conversation? AI. But yeah, there are books. I did a playlist if you want to check it out. V. Abdul Rahim had it's called what? Arabic conversation drills. So if you're interested in drilling, he has that book. He takes basic conversation and then drills it out, then takes into advanced stuff. There's a playlist of, I don't know, some 100, I'm not 100, but 20, 30 videos in the playlist section. It's called Arabic Conversation Drills. You could start with that, and then you could actually find a friend because litakallum you need sadiq, and nowadays you can use AI also. I made a video called Speak with Copilot, Copilot or ChatGPT or Gemini also. A little bit makes simple sentences. So yeah, where's that? This thing. So speaking is tricky. So don't worry if you're slow in the starting. Speaking it takes a long time, especially online. Online is just everything we are doing online is just a crux because we don't have offline stuff. That's why we are able to do. Trying to do online. But ultimately, knowledge should be sought offline. If somebody has, it's something else. I don't know where that playlist is. I'm not able to search. But yeah, there is a playlist, I believe. Arabic conversation. Yeah, Arabic 18 videos. Yeah, there's a playlist. So you can check that out if you want, inshallah. Which AI is best? From what I've done recently, is Copilot speaks very naturally. Yeah. You want to try? Let me search Copilot. But I don't know, things change so quickly in AI stuff. So I don't know. Let me open Copilot. Alright, here we are. It's asking my birthday all the time. Let me take my headphones because I can't hear. Okay. You can't see the screen maybe. 1 second. audio. Can you hear the audio? I don't. Maybe. Let's see. Where is Copilot? Yeah, here we are. All right. Does Arabic Benedict help in understanding Quranic Arabic? It does, but it's a lot. Medina books takes you how many? 2 years, 2.5 years. Arabic Benedict takes you 5 years, or more than that maybe. So it's like Walaikum Assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So this is Copilot, yeah? So you go to Copilot, start speaking with this guy.
Hey Kasha, it's great to have you here in voice mode. I'm Copilot, and now you can chat with me just like as a companion.
I can write stories.
Yeah, okay.
Hey Kashif, what's got you up this late?
Alright. نتكلم بالعربية. Hey, let's speak in Arabic.
بالتأكيد. الحمد لله كل شيء تمام. كيف أقدر أساعدك اليوم؟
تكلم بالفصحى يا أخي، يعني لا أعرف اللهجة.
لا مشكلة، سأستخدم الفصحى. كيف يمكنني مساعدتك اليوم؟
نعم، يعني قل مرحبا بكم لقناة يوتيوب.
مرحبا بكم في قناتي على يوتيوب.
نحن الآن لايف على يوتيوب.
رائع، أهلا بجميع المشاهدين على يوتيوب. نتمنى أنكم تستمتعوا بوقتكم معنا.
نعم إن شاء الله. هل لديك أي شيء تتحدث معهم؟
أكيد. ما رأيك أن نتحدث عن موضوع معين مثل التكنولوجيا، الثقافة أو حتى أمور الحياة اليومية؟ ماذا تفضل؟
He's asking, what if I forget the grammatical rules of Arabic Medina book but understand the sentence? Is that okay? Yes, it's okay, of course. Grammar is just used for, application. What do you think, Copilot?
I think you're on point. Grammar helps in structuring language, but understanding sentences is key to communication. If you can grasp the meaning, that's what really counts. Practice makes perfect, but don't stress over the rules too much.
How many minutes can you speak for free? I think it's unlimited, right? Is it unlimited?
I don't have specifics on limits, but you can chat with me as long as you'd like. No rush.
Yeah. It's more natural, you see. I've tried ChatGPT and Gemini, and Copilot was more natural, I think. Are you natural?
Well, I'm designed to sound natural and engaging, but I'm still an AI. My goal is to make our conversations as smooth and enjoyable as possible. Glad to hear you find it natural.
Is Medina books enough to understand the scholars' work or their lectures? Yes. It's just that you have to perfect the vocabulary more, right? So Medina books, I think it's fine. You should be good at it, inshallah. And then you have to try listening to the lectures and try, listening to the audios. You should start it now, actually. There are videos which are subtitles and all that, right?
Yes, exactly. Start now with subtitled videos for a clearer understanding. Immersing yourself in lectures and audio recordings will sharpen your skills. It's a great way to reinforce what you've learned. Ready to give it a go?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम तुल्ला मदीना बुक का पढ़ने का क्या मुझे स्टेप में बता दे. मदीना बुक 1, फिर मदीना बुक 2 and मदीना बुक 3.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. صحيح. تبدأ بكتاب المدينة الأول، ثم تنتقل للثاني وبعدها الثالث. كل كتاب يتدرج في المستوى، لذا اتبع الترتيب لتبني معرفتك بشكل متين.
This starts with the first book and second book, right? That's what he said, no? Can you say it in Urdu also, please?
बिल्कुल. पहले मदीना की किताब 1 से पढ़ाई शुरू करें, फिर किताब नंबर 2 और आखिर में किताब नंबर 3. हर किताब आहिस्ता आहिस्ता सतह में बढ़ती है, इसलिए तरतीब से पढ़ना ज़रूरी है.
That's how it is. Allah. So this is Copilot. No, it's so nice. I like it so much. And it's so natural and it's unlimited from what I've seen. I've never seen a break. And the limit is also like, it doesn't get stuck, what I've seen. So yeah, can you suggest an easy dictionary?
I'm
Dictionary
glad you're in.
dictionaries should not be done as of now.
For an easy dictionary, I'd suggest the Oxford Learner's Dictionary. It's user friendly and great for building vocabulary.
Really? No, I don't think so. What about an Arabic dictionary? Yeah.
For an Arabic dictionary, I'd suggest Al Mawrid or Hans Ware for learners. Both are user friendly and comprehensive.
This is wonderful, better than ChatGPT, maybe. Yeah, ChatGPT is so limited. 10 minutes is like so fast, it goes away. Dictionary or Arabic. It depends on your level. If you're really new, you should search the Era Master or other websites like this. But yeah, मतलब जो लेसन है उनको कैसे पढ़े, मतलब क्या क्या स्टेप है. एग्जांपल एक लेसन मदीना बुक 2 से लेसन में आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, वीडियो देखिए एंड डू द एक्सरसाइजेस. एक्सरसाइजेस करिए. आफ्टर दैट ट्राई टू रिव्यू करिए और इंशाल्लाह ऐसे ही करना पड़ेगा इंशाल्लाह. मदीना बुक 1 में 23 लेसन्स, दे आर 23 लेसन्स, एंड देन बुक 2 31 एंड बुक 3 इज 34 लेसन्स. You can do it in, I suggest in an average it takes you around 100 hours. 100 hours to do Medina books, all the three. आप कहाँ के हैं? हैदराबाद. चलिए फिर, let's end it today inshallah. I think done a lot today. I hope it was beneficial. Barakallahu feekum. See you. How is Fusa different from MSA? Vocabulary. Fusha is different from MSA in vocabs. For you maybe. Vocabulary of Fusha is more Quranic, more Hadith, classical. MSA is all media. For example, Al Jazeera, for example. How much am I able to read Al Jazeera? Not much. I didn't focus a lot. So this is Al Jazeera. Okay, let's see. حرب إسرائيل وإيران. طهران تهاجم بالمسيرات. تل أبيب تستهدف قادة للحرب الثوري. Okay, I can understand the war of this thing. This is Tehran, fine. Tuhajimu means attack. I don't know, Masirat means what, rockets or something? So I have to see what is this. With marches? Oh, marches? Maybe. What's this? Watal? I don't know. Oh, this is Tel. Oh, this is a name, right? So, see, this is MSA. So you should know House Sauri. What does this mean? I don't know. I've never seen this in classical. So it's more about vocabs, ultimately. Media for the Revolutionary Guards. I'm just selecting it and translating in Google. MSA. Modern politics, modern stuff, and whatnot. آلات الرأي. الحماس ترامب قراره بشأن ضرب إيران. استراتيجية الدفاع الأمامي. I could read maybe. My focus was mostly on thing. Fusha, obviously. I'm not interested in all reading all this. صواريخ إسرائيل الاعتراضية تضحك ميزانية. Politics. आपकी इंग्लिश में वो क्लियर अच्छी है क्योंकि टिप मास्टर एनी लैंग्वेज. Just give it time, huh? Give it time, inshallah. Master any language, you need to give it time. I've been a long time. I started maybe in 2013, 14. When I was doing Bachelor's Islamic studies. Give it time. Everything will come, inshallah. Just be focused. If language is your thing. Walaikum Assalam. Learning Fusha is same thing, true or not? ChatGPT said learning Fusha. Yes. So you learn Fusha, you learn grammar and all that. Then if you want to learn these things, what do you call MSA stuff, you go and start reading stuff here. Like it's the same thing. Not like new grammar, for example, up, right, and says what? انتقد الرئيس الأمريكي دونالد ترامب. Donald Trump انتقد means what? Criticize. This is all فصحى. انتقاد. مديرة المخابرات الوطنية. Something about a minister or something. مخابرات news. So let me see. I just select this. Translate. Director of National Intelligence. So I don't know. Mudira here means director. Mukhabirat means intelligence. Okay. Mukhabarat, okay. Wataniya is national. This is what? Tulsi Ghabard. Person. Ghabard. وقال إنها أخطأت في الإشارة إلى عدم وجود أدلة على أن تصنع سلاحا نووي. He said that she has made a mistake. That Iran has nuclear weapons. This is what is MSA. This is all Fusha. Just vocabulary here, which you don't know. What is this Congress? Okay, new words. أكد أن تقييمات أجهزة المخابرات الأمريكية لا تزال تشير إلى أن that's Nawawi. Nawawi means nuclear weapons. Or nuclear head. Brass is head, no? So like that. आपकी voice बहुत slow आ रही है. I can't help. If you're on phone, it happens here. And this is the same volume. My question, please. What's your question? Sorry, I didn't see. Is it good option to watch Arabic podcast to learn Arabic, or is it better to learn from online class? Start with a book. Start with a book and choose a book and do a course. That is, do a book and start with a book. Don't just focus on just podcast. What will you learn in podcast? I mean, it's good maybe, just as a side thing. If you don't have a book, don't have a syllabus, you'll just be roaming around for years. And I've seen students like that who don't have any syllabus, don't have any goal. If you have a book, you will finish this book and then you'll go to another book. Even though it might not be ideal, like you might start with an advanced book, for example, but still better than nothing. You'll have some level of this thing, inshallah. My physical classes hoti hai koi institute? There's no institute from what I know. There's in a class in masjid. In book 2, only 3 people attend as of now. We started with 20, I guess, 15 or 20 in Madina book 1. It's every Saturday after Asr in Langar House, Masjid Muhammadiyah here. Urdu mein, yes, it's in Urdu. Urdu mein hai. We are ending book 2, Madina book 2. Inshallah. There are only 3 students, but alhamdulillah. Today it happened like 4:30 to 6 or so. Inshallah. Every Saturday. It's free, of course. Inshallah. It's in the masjid, Langar House, Masjid Muhammadiyah. Pillar 102. Right. Jazakallahu Khairan, Barakallahu Feekum. Please keep going ahead, inshallah, in your Arabic journeys. Whichever book you're doing, watching. Inshallah. I'll see you in our next live, inshallah. I've got Saturdays free nowadays. So let's see, inshallah, next week also. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاك الله. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.